So, hey guys, it's Monique from Healthy Living with Monique, and I wanted to talk to you about expectations and why I think they're bullshit. So, I just finished a fun run in jeans for mental health awareness, right? So, I was like, cool, this is gonna be fun. Um, my homie was out there. He's a rep for ASICS. It was great, and this was an ASICS sponsored event. And so, I'm thinking in my mind, hey, we're gonna get out here in jeans and t-shirts and we're just gonna like walk because I'm a fabulous walker, right? And we got out there, and when I tell you, these people were like running like we were like in a freaking marathon, and I'm like, it's a mile fun run. Like, you would have thought Jackie Joyner Kersey was out there and they were like sprinting for their whole life. Okay, so as I'm running, this older lady is in front of me, and when I tell you, she dusted me. Now listen, don't come for me in the comments, but it was like 2005 Baltimore Women's Classic all over again. That was my very first race, and this older lady dusted me. And not only did she dust me, she turned around and ran backwards and said, "Oh, come on, sweetie, you can do it. Only a little bit further." Turned back around and kept running. So I was like, ugh. So my expectation for this was going to be like a fun run. So when I saw the lady start dusting me, I was like, oh, get it, girl. You better get it, yo. Ooh, girl. Ooh, ooh, come on. And then finally, as we did our second lap, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Like, I don't, I'm out here running for a good cause, and that's what's important. And it's not about whether I'm the last person, whether I'm the first person. I'm coming out here and I'm just running because, number one, I do love to run. Number two, is for a good cause. And number three, like, hey, my friend is out here. He's a sponsored rep, so I'm going to show love and support. And it just got me to thinking, like, so many times we have all these expectations for ourselves and we get ourselves all worked up, right? And then when it doesn't go our way, we're like, oh my God. Or, because the expectations are so great, then we don't do anything because we're overwhelmed by the expectation, right? Versus living in the moment and living for the now, right? Like, and I'm talking to myself here. That's why I'm really recording this, because I want to be able to look back at this and prayerfully, I'm like, okay, you said that, Monique. You said live for the now, live for, this June, so many things are going to be new for me, right? I'm moving to a new state. The business is growing. We will now have 4 locations where we're serving people in communities with Thick Chicks. I'm launching another business, right, in corporate wellness. And also this is going to be my 2-year anniversary for my weight loss surgery. So many things are happening. And I'll be honest, everything on the inside of me is like, don't do anything, curl up in the ball, lay in your bed and just whatever. But I can't do that. That's why I say expectations are bullshit. Like, I have got to be able to walk out this journey whatever way that it's going to happen, right? Not with anybody else's expectations. Because honestly, going into, like, first of all, people told me that I could not build a house, right? They were like, you're bad with money, so you can't do it, right? You're a single Black female, so you can't do it, right? You have debt up to your eyeballs, so you can't do it. Well, guess what? God said I could. So I built a house. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay. And even during this whole process of me doing this, honestly, I was still scared. I was still shook. I'm still shook. Like, I'm still scared, right? At the fact of the matter that, I'm going to be outside of my comfort zone, but I still got to work it out, right? So I can't walk into this journey having expectations of what it will be like. And even with like getting the furniture and stuff like that, like I was like, I've got to decorate a whole house. Oh my God, like this is so overwhelming, because you see these little Instagrammers and you see these little like people on YouTube, and no shade, because for real, I'll be at work like watching all the videos. I watch all of them, right? How they style their house, and their house be looking so laid. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Like, These are people that this is what they do, right? This is what they do, right? I'm not that person. I am Monique, and I'm simple and I'm plain, but I'm jazzy when I want to be. So there should be no expectations on that, right? I got a lot of my stuff from Facebook Marketplace. I wish I could say I got a lot of stuff from Amazon, but I did not, because the way that Amazon is set up with my bank account, okay? But it's just like, stop it with the expectations. Like, we have got to stop being so hard on ourselves and just live in the moment, live in the now, and just really have fun in the now and in the moment. Because I guarantee you, if you don't, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. And I don't want to miss anything, because tomorrow is not promised to anybody. I pray that like we are living lives to like 100, right? But at the end of the day, I want to live a happy life. I do not want to live a life where I worry. And that's what I did before, right? I worried and I was scared all the time. And I did so many like things that really, they didn't have any good benefit to me or my family. But why? Because it was other people's expectations of things that I should be doing. As a business, oh, Monique, you should be making 7 figures. Well, girl, I love to make 7 figures right now. I love to have packed out classes, but you know what? Sometimes I don't. Classic example, Saturday, I taught in Frederick and nobody came to class. Wednesday before that, I taught in Germantown and nobody came to class. Right? But I teach at Fabletics. I'm a Fabletics partner, right? I partner with brands. I do these things, but it's like the expectations that people will put on you to make you feel like you've got to do all these great things, instead of being like, no, I'm real, I'm human, right? I am a human being and I am living out this life for reals, right? Like, really. Sometimes my job sucks hard, right? Sometimes being a parent, especially to a teenager, is hard. That shit is the hardest thing. I was talking to another mom today, and I think I like freaked her out, because she was like pregnant, and she was like, yeah, like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And I was like, and she was like, yeah, but she had a toddler. She was like, but now I'm going to be a mom of 2. And I said, well, you can do it. She's like, but this one's a girl. And I was like, oh, oh, oh. When you're a mom of a daughter, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I love my kid to the world and back. I am thankful, because you guys know my story, right? Like, I gave birth to twins. I only have one child now. And I love her, but man, sometimes I need a timeout. Like, I need a timeout. I'm also here with my parents who are aging, and it's so hard, because now the dynamic has changed, and I feel like now I'm the parent, right? And they're the children, and they sometimes do crazy dumb shit, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? Right? But at the end of the day, I've still got to keep it moving. And people tell me like, oh, I don't know how you keep it all together. Or, oh, you're supposed to because you're the daughter. Or, oh, you're the oldest, so you got to. And I'm kind of like, shh, shh, shh. Like, that's what I want to do. Shh. People keep saying, oh, you need to hurry up and pack, because why? Why? When I'm ready, I will do it. The only thing that matters is that I need to be ready and packed before the moving truck gets to my house, and that's all that matters. With growing the business, I have an accountant and a lawyer and things like that, and I'm going to do a video about that, but it was really hard to sit in front of an accountant and a lawyer, and you open your books up and you show them, what is happening, and people think, because they see it, oh, this is, and sometimes it's not all that great, but again, it's the expectations and the perceptions of what people think that should be happening, right? People think that I should be like driving a Bentley. I don't. I drive an Equinox. You know what I mean? And even if I had Bentley money, I don't think I would do it, just because that ain't me. Like, I want to live in the now, and I want to live in the today. I want to enjoy my life, and I want to be happy. That's really what I want to do. I want to serve my community, right? And thick chicks, healthy living, right? I want to be the best person that I can be, not only for myself, right? Because if you're not well, how can you help others be well? And I've seen this so many times in entrepreneurs. They're gung ho about doing it, and yes, we're gonna, yeah. And 3 months in, they're like, I'm like, oh my God, what happened to your business? Like, I went to follow whatever, went to buy. Oh no, I can't do it anymore because I ain't make no money. Well, girl, I'm 5 years in and I'm just breaking even. Just breaking even. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, stay the course. But you gotta stop worrying about what people think. Get rid of the expectations because they're bullshit. Like, real talk. And y'all know I really don't curse that much, but it was on my heart. Like, we gotta stop. We have to stop. Like, I wanna be happy. And I want to do things with goodness and integrity, and not everybody's going to be a fan of mine. There are so many people, bro, that hate me, that hate on thick chicks, that hate on my team. Sorry, not sorry. And that's not even coming from a cocky place. That's just coming from a place of, they say that once you turn 40, you're like, I don't give a fuck. And it's real. I, okay, you don't like me. I think there's a song like, you don't like me, so what? I don't care. I do, but I don't. Like, real, I don't. The only thing that I care about is, number one, serving God, right? I want God to say, well done, thy good and faithful servant, being a good mom, being a good daughter, being a good friend, right? Serving my community, and then being good to myself. Everything else I feel like will fall into place, right? I don't want to be a slave to chasing money. I don't want to be a slave to chasing people, right? Because especially in this fitness game, people want the big classes. They want to show people, I teach the millions. My class is always packed. While I would love that to be the case, a lot of times it's not. I just wish that we could all stop faking the funk, right? And just be real. I don't know. So yeah, that was my little babble. Just because I really wanted to talk about that today, about expectations and letting go of expectations and what other people say about you, and letting go of what you think that you should be doing, right? Live in the now, live in the here, right? Live your life on purpose, because every person has a purpose. The thing is that finding it, how to find your purpose. Somebody once told me that you will know your purpose if you do it and you don't care about getting paid for it. And that was the first time that I was like, dang, that's fitness. That's fitness for me. Because I would do it and I don't care about getting paid for it. Real talk. That's how much I love what I do. I love serving my community. I love bringing women together, right? When you've been counted out, when people told you that you couldn't, when you don't look like everybody else, or when you're over a certain age and you feel like you don't belong. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do belong. And you're just like, those are some cool chicks and I just want to hang out with them. I love that, right? I love uniting people together, because I know that's my purpose. So all that being said, find your purpose, let go of expectations, and live here, live in the now. I promise you, it'll help you in the long run. All right, it's Monique. Healthy Living with Monique. This is car talk. Oh, we should do a car talk thing. What y'all think? Yeah, right. All right, bye.